by Zach Fuller on pole, and they run a little bit of a shuffle grid. They're over next to the wall, and as they all get off, Zach Fuller a bit of a wheelie off the line, and as you can see, not very often you'll be able to get slipstream heading into the first corner, and the GixxerR 150 slipstream is the name of the game. They do the full track here. Looks to be the black leathers. I'd say that's the Jesse Stroud advantage already as they head out of Toyota, and one little mistake there, running a little bit wide. Look at how much it costs you on these awesome little GixxerR 150s.
Look at that. In fact, it cost them big time. We just saw 3 places gobbled up. There's Zach, we can see in second place, so nice work. Look, in fact, at that point where they go past the corner, with Jesse hanging off the side of the bike, you cannot even see him. You've just got his leg. He is over so far. So that's brilliant to see. So good work from young Jesse. Team Stroud and Suzuki, of course, getting in there. Special congrats to Clark Fountain for that last win. The Hughes Motors, Man Cycles, Timberi Metal Recyclers, Paul Smith, Earth Moving, Greymouth Lions and Rotary supported rider. That is so neat. But Zach Fuller on the Kiwi Rider Magazine, Mahoe Land Company, and Garth May, Farm Bike Services. I've known Garth for many years, a good supporter, and when he saw the potential of this man, he said, hey, I'm going to get him behind you. So nice one, Garth. Love your work, and all-round nice guy as well. So, and of course, Veg from Kiwi Rider, his support is unmeasured behind this young man, Zach Fuller. His father, Mark Fuller, an absolute legend in New Zealand cross-country racing, and the likes of Brad Groombridge here today doing it will know all about the excellence of that man in our sport. So Mark Fuller certainly claimed many New Zealand titles over the years in the world of off-road cross-country racing, but it's the turn of his super son now, who's gone from throwing the knobblies away to putting the tyres on and coming out road racing. This is Suzuki GixxerR Cup excitement as we see the bars coming down here. A whole massive 14 horsepower of bikes, all on the Suzuki GSX 154. So look at that, 3 wide. We're going to keep a look out. 0.012, we're talking 12 one-thousandths of a second, nothing in it. Clark Fountain taking the advantage there, so good work from Clark. Man to man, mixing it up in there big time. I think, in fact, it was going to be... looking out, Spider's just doing some riding here for us. So, oh, hello. So we've got, what, 0 and 18? Is that 2 of them for jumping the start? So we've got Reese Orchard and the 18 as well, 18 of Jacob Stroud. So they'll be penalised for a jump start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a bit of a gap. So 8 of them, any of those 8s to get the advantage. So there they are, looking to slick into it. So Clark along with Shane, good work from Shane in there. Justin, I said to Justin, want to see him on the podium a little bit later on. So nice work here by Justin. Justin Maunder out here on the snorkel. Moto TT Automotive Direct and Moto Machinist, man. He's, of course, is the fine little man cutting his teeth in the sport, so neat to see. And also to Shane Miller out there on the courtesy Ford Courtesy Motorcycles. Phil Turnbull supported by it. Had a call from Phil just late in the week, actually. Phil's looking for a quality motorcycle automotive technician, so if you know of somebody who's looking for a change, or maybe they're just somebody young that looking to get a break in the career, so motorcycle technician required by Phil at Courtesy Motorcycles, JFK Drive, Palmerston Hall. Perhaps there's somebody that's from out of the region that said, man, this weather in the Manawatu 2 is beautiful, I want to come and live here. We'd love to have you, and contact Phil, or feel free to contact me. I'll put you in the right touch. So Phil, he just said, Neil, I know you'll be on the mic if you wouldn't mind. I'm looking for a quality technician. I've had a lot of phone calls from Phil over the years, had some great chats with him, one of my heroes all round in our sport, but for him to ring up and be looking for a mechanic gives you an idea of just how scarce they are in our motorcycle growing industry again, which is great to see. So there we go, just a bit of a side one there. Courtesy of Mead Speeds, your titanium horse fabrication experts, and that of course is the enhancement that these bikes are allowed, the only enhancement, which is of course effectively what it's doing is it's taking the baffle away, which is a restriction on them, and it's just making the engine perform as it should perform. So these fantastic Mead Speeds titanium pipes just making that little bit of a difference, taking them on the dyno, I think, up a whole massive 2 horsepower, and why shouldn't they as well? 1, 2, 3, in fact there it is, look at the 8 again. Now if you were to analyse this race and break it down lap by lap and look at the 8 of them and see the plastic that they've been rubbing and see the leathers that they've been scuffing and watch out what's going on there, it's just fabulous. And the speed these guys are going, you could almost reach over and grab your mate's kill switch if you like and turn it off. Not that we want to encourage that, but you get the idea of just how close these kids are together. So neat to watch, Brad. GixxerR Cup, it's full on.
Yeah, this is outstanding, and yeah, look at the tiny little, throw a t-towel over the top 8 at the moment as they head to Higgins. And Zach Fuller, he's going to lead them into Higgins. He was about 5th place as they head out of the left-hander. So in one straight with a bit of slipstream, Zach Fuller, the Kiwi rider man, he takes the advantage. They head down the back straight, and look at them all. Slipstream in the name of the game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it is the 8. Still 8 in there. It's a bit of a gap. There's probably 7 and 8 have just dropped off the back there a little bit at the moment. So key to see. So there we go. So 88 the average lap time. Oh, that's right. Yes, thank you, Spider. So 88 kilometres an hour, their average speed at Wanganui, and a superbike's average speed at 117. So it's not bad. You think, oh, well, Otters too. 3,000ths of a second. Jesse Stroud this time over Jason Maunder ahead of Clark Fountain from Shane Smith, Zach Fuller. So there's Zach. He was in the lead as you picked up Brad Higgins. He's now in 5th place. So if you don't get that slipstream, if you're not in the right position, look at this, folks. It may not be the greatest, but is this Junior Cup? Is this what we want to see? Of course it is. And these, remembering there's an age restriction on this. This is the future of our sport. These are kids out here having a hoot of a time and going so well. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, there we go, 9, 10. So when I've talked before about 7 and 8 just falling off the back, no, they've caught right up to them. And look at 9 and 10. They're trying to get in on the action as well and want to be closer. In fact, 9 just peels it in. Look at that work. I tell you what, he puts one knee down. Fantastic. Love that new Facebook story about the girlfriend and the boyfriend says, I want something expensive with you've got to put your knee down. And there's the photo of a guy sliding it through on the slider. It wasn't quite the knee down that the girl was looking for, but great to witness. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. You can just see those leathers. Zach Fuller tucked in there, so he has moved up. He's in 4th place. He was leading this time a lap ago. Then he got himself down from 5th and now popping up again. Have we got all 10 of them, Brad? I think we've made the 10, haven't we?
Yep, yeah, we've got all 10 there. And what I love about this is the fact that there's only about 3 or 4 guys that were there from last year, and already these guys are straight up there mixing it. So that definitely the class of the Gixxer Cup already at this stage, 2nd round of the Suzuki Series, already we've got a top 10. Any one of these guys could win this, and this reminds me of a Moto 3 Grand Prix or something. Look at all the dicing, and there'll be different stickers on different bikes. You won't know what sticker's on your bike when you get it back to the pits. Unbelievable.
Probably some of the bigger margins that we've seen, because it was almost a full bike length. But I tell you what, it's been a change, and there was the example, slipstreaming and then pulling out and getting it in. What these kids are learning with racing is fantastic as well, and we want to see this grow. We want to see more of the clubs that are going to pick up on using these, and even if they're running the older, more conventional 150s, which of course were a 2-stroke and way more powerful and fast than these bikes, but at least splitting it and putting a Gixxer within the 150 learning, and that's sort of, I suppose, an avenue that many of the clubs can be doing. So it means that these 150s can be doing more great riding. Spider, you're pointing out there to... Oh, there's, thank you. The spread for, thank you, Spider, well picked up. So the spread from 1st to 10th is 1.1 second, 1.1. Count it on the road next time you're going to be pulling behind another vehicle, and you do the old 2-second rule. And half of that 2-second rule is 1 second, obviously, and at 1.1 we've got the 10 riders, and all of a sudden we come to Humes and Holmes, Denny Holmes Straight, we can see it, but going down at Higgins, I think it's almost like as if we have another transponder line. As you know, with MotoGP, you can see that they have different splits around the circuit, and again, that group of that 8, there's been no repeat of that through any of these corners at all here today. Great to see, and all of a sudden now we've split them up. It's as if something just happened in there, and one of them might have just not got the balk, and he's just held the others back, that fraction, because we've split it in a 4x4 now, Brad.
Yeah, we'll have a look, and special mention to Seaton Head. He's in the top 10 battle there.
Oh,
he's
nice.
never had much road race experience as many of these guys had, but we got down and turned down out of Go Media.
And that's what, look at the safety fencing. What a job that did. That's the safety fencing to a T. Thank you, Cemetery Circuit. Love you. Remember that Cemetery Circuit safety fencing here at Manfield today. Why? Because under the car rules, they needed to have that bit tar sealed for the Toyota Race Series, but we don't like it in the bikes because it does exactly that. Lets the bike skid across there.
Might be the 17 of Justin Maunder, I think. Just
bad luck.
unfortunately have to confirm the number there.
Oh, white flag as well. Thank you, Spider. He's picked up. Need to have another pair of eyes here to focus on this. Yes, indeed. Mead Speed, your titanium exhaust fabrication experts, proud to be behind Suzuki in this Gixxer Cup. And there we are. So we've still got 8 of them. It's as if we've lost nobody. But obviously, the part of the 9 and 10 catch up, we've seen those further back in the lineup. Fastest one by Hunter. Oh, well done. Hunter Stoneman Boyle. So well done to Hunter. There he is, 37 on our program, courtesy of Momentum and Marshall Motorsport. Well, Marshall Motorsport, that's a legendary Wanganui team if ever I've seen one. And of course, you've got Lucy and Michael Dowman out of Swartz Dibbins. Dibbins Swartz, I'll get it round the right way. I don't know whether that was quite the intent of that, where I got it from, because of course with Swartz Tyres, and we know that Swartz Tyres and Richie Dibbin got together, and here's their brand new business, brand new Suzuki deal. I think they only opened officially, the first week of October, I think, from memory, so they haven't even been two and a bit months yet. So well done to Richie and the team over there, so fantastic. And they're getting a lot more Wanganui people. After all, it's not the motorsport capital of New Zealand for nothing, as the Wanganui guys get behind them.
Heading up into Go Media here, they're about 4 wide into Go Media. We look across and look like there's only 2 bikes, but there's about 7 or 8 of them. They headed to Go Media. This is anyone's at the moment. Going to be the run to the line. Out of the right-hander, there's definitely too wide. I can see the black leathers there. It's the 4 of Zach Fuller on the inside. Looks like he's having the drive at the moment. It will be the 4, the 20 of Miller there as well. So awesome stuff there. Zach Fuller, he's going to take the win. And then just waiting to see the update there. It looks like Clark Fountain was up there in 3rd place. Jesse Stroud, I believe, was 4th there. But what an awesome finish. And just a 6-lapper, but it feels like we've had a 9-lapper. That was just intense. Yeah, Seaton Head in 3rd place there. Oh! He's actually got a jump start, so he might get a bit of a penalty there. Yes. But Seaton Head was the 18 there in 3rd place. Reece Outred there, and the Australian man, he's in 5th. He also has a jump start as well, so I'm not sure the penalty for the Gixxer Cup, but the 22nd time penalty, so that'll be massive on a 150, I think. But awesome little racing, and that'll just be something special to have a look at.
And I think, let's hope that we see the positive out of that, Brad, and that's from the point of view that Seaton Head realises that he's all of a sudden, in the space of 2 weeks, and what's now been, their 4th race, all of a sudden he's gone from about 16th or 18th place onto the podium as quick as that. That's the learning. Remembering he's the teammate of Brad Groombridge as well, this new name that we've got. So when the one teammate said, well, I'm going road racing, the younger guy said, well, can I come along as well? Yeah, well, there's an opportunity for a Gixxer Cup. So, and Seaton's a quiet kid, but a lovely kid from a great family. Kia Trailers is the family business, and they make them for all your agricultural, commercial environment, and they've got so many different combinations. Of course, they tow behind 4-wheelers in a farm environment. You've got them for your own use at home, domestic as well, commercial, and they make some available for the professional world as well. So Kia Trailers, that Kiwi name, Kia, K-E-A, and of course with Seaton involved as Brad Groombridge's teammate. He said, well, if you're going road racing, I'm going to join you. 4th meeting.